100 rated chess. But your pieces, not pawns, are elephants who are afraid of mice. They can't move if they can see an enemy pawn. In case you are wondering whether or not the elephants are truly afraid of mice, then yes they are. We get a 118 from India. e4. My opponent has too many pawns and each of them can immobilize my pieces, therefore the most obvious plan is to get my pawns up to get rid of his pawns. d5. Already we found one of them. My e-pawn can see his d-pawn but the pawns are exempted from the rules. E takes d5. And that is also a center pawn. Getting rid of a center pawn is absolutely massive as now I can have an easier time developing my horses. Queen takes d5. Knight c3. Well, if I can win his queen and we get an early resignation, then it'll be a lot simpler. Queen e5 check. Bishop e2. My bishops can't go too far anyway, they'll see the pawns, so bishop on e2 is actually a perfectly fine development move for me. e6. Knight f3. Ha, I honestly didn't expect being able to develop both knights like this. This game is going very well, very smoothly. Queen d6. Okay, but sadly that is all the attack I can make. Any further aggressive attacks are just immobilizing my own pieces. d4. We'll focus on development for now. This game may actually become one of the most normal games on this entire channel. Bishop e7. Bishop e3. Blocking my own bishop with my own pawn. Knight f6. Castle. Castle. Alright, this obviously doesn't go anywhere. I have to do something, and after multiple careful considerations. Knight e5. My knight sees his f-pawn, so it now temporarily cannot move, but on the other hand there actually doesn't seem to be a way to remove my knight from this square. If he takes I can recapture with pawn, if he doesn't take then I'll have an annoying knight in the center. It can't move but he doesn't know about that, and I guess I'll start pushing the king's pawns next. b6. Can't care less about that side. h4. Queen b4. Okay, maybe I should care a little bit about that. Queen c1. Bishop b7. g4. New players can watch and learn. This is how you attack a castled king. Just push all the pawns without thinking much and hope that it works. g5. Aha. That is the first sign showing that it will work. H takes g5. My elephant bishop was seeing that pawn so it couldn't move, but now that pawn is gone so it can move again. Knight e8. More pawns. f4. There you go, just push them and hope for the best. Knight g7. f5. E takes f5. G takes f5. h6. Aha. That blunders a piece to a pawn fork, but the original purpose of this entire pawn pushing phase was to eliminate his pawns. So I guess, G takes h6 instead. It's fine. Who knows, maybe he'll continue to blunder now? Exactly. That blunders a horsey. King takes g7. Aha. That also blunders the bishop. f6 check. Bishop takes f6. Bishop h6 check. Removing the defender of the bishop. King h7. Okay, that also hangs the rook, but I can't care less about rooks. I'll take the bishop. On second thought it might have been better had I not allowed queen d4 here, but I guess it's not that bad anyway. My rook cannot move but I don't think I'll need to move it again. Queen e7. Queen g5. Okay, even though now rook g8 is pinning my queen to my king, I mean he should obviously be able to see that his rook is busy defending my rook f7 royal fork. If queen takes there is bishop d3 king h8 knight takes the queen, a humiliating checkmate in one with the king being stuck in a corner of the board. Right? Of course he sees everything. That blunders a king. Queen g7. Checkmate in one. Mission accomplished.